The basic is, if you give a right understanding and they start seeing it work, they'll start believing you. There'll be zero resistance. For example, if you go tell Gurukul, they will just take it and live it. Because it's Swami's message, they know that it's worked in their life. They know they stopped getting angry. The other kid, 8-year-old, is telling, he hit the kid, other kid. Then he's telling, I contemplated. What? I contemplated and felt that is wrong. So I hugged him. And then he also hugged me. See the full statement. I said, wow, this guy has 1 year saying, I'm angry, I want to hit, I'm angry. This is what he'll say. And he's now saying this word. Because he's been 1 year working on this concept, what Swami has given, to focus on himself when the anger happens, and really done it. But he was open first time to receive, to start trying. He was not saying, no, I don't care, I will beat him up. He was open enough to try it. See, we are all open to Swami's teaching. That's why it is working in our life. But if you go tell a non-believer, they won't even try and then abuse us also. Same thing with kids. For being that open, you should catch that space. If you are in the space, like you are saying, you are kids, you tell them to come engineers, they'll just come. Correct? Because he has held that space for a long time. They will not have resistance. If your kid is resisting you, you never went to their space. You are always bulldozing and pushing. Sorry. That means all of us. Very rarely we know how to give their space and their time. We think we are disinterested. It's boring. That's a child game. Why play with all the small cups and teas? But if you have played at least some time, they will be connected with you from their space. They also want to live their space. It's really too much for them to ask, for us to ask all the time. They have to be in our space. They need to be in their space. We need to step out of our space and be like them. We really need to behave. And if you behave silly with the kid, see how happy the kid was. First, then crawling and crying, she was so excited. What an intelligent kid. Every kid is intelligent. She immediately understood. She didn't understand when I'm talking. But she saw you kids behaving her space. She's like, wow. Felt like at home. That is what even a 13, 14-year-old is waiting. But we give too much maturity, too much society gives maturity, and they start by 10 years. That kid who came for engineers last year from New Jersey, she's saying, my school they only date 10 years old. Date. You guys are playing here. They see all the Gurukul kids just play in the evening. Girls, boys, we don't talk about them. They are called girl boys and boy girls. That's why Ishwar was asking the other day, I was asking him, is Ardhana sure 50% boy girl? I said, I don't know, I have to ask these things scientifically, means I have to ask the doctors. See, these questions we can't answer. Where they come out, they didn't understand from any lecture. It just comes out as a question. But we should have enough input from him to answer that question. And scientific input also. They don't believe unless you show them real scientifically. Even Swami says very clearly, scientifically Dr. Krishna says this. These are the details. Then only they believe. So they have taken that scientific means or doctor should come and say it. Or some YouTube, the doctor should have said. Then they believe. See how their mental setup is. But Swami says it is correct. Scientifically let them through. Very clear. So what all we are doing is virus. But we see what we want to see is the bad things in them. Crying when we are very hurry. In a hurry only they'll pour the milk down. Correct. Small kids pushes that extreme. Big kids they'll resist. Different ways. But they're doing the same thing only. Okay. I'll take only one more for kids. Same thing. I have few more I wanted to talk, but this is getting really...
The eN-Genius program is designed under the guidance of Paramahamsa Nithyananda. The eN-Genius program is a vaccination for higher intelligence, creating the space of possibilities. The physiological and psychological chemistry of the child changes, setting them up for peak performance in health, academics, communication, and leadership skills. The initiation received from the incarnation rewires their brain, enabling them to the peak of possibilities. You will see amazing differences in your child after they attend the eN-Genius program. You will be pleasantly surprised and ask, is this the same child? In just 21 days, your child is a new being expressing the highest possibilities and intelligence, dropping all violence and anger. The enormous potential inside them begins to manifest externally in all activities they do, and that is when parents start seeing the hidden talents of their children expressing as intelligence in its various forms. You will see the difference in health in case of sick children and also be surprised with the results of special needs children, creating a new avenue for them towards an improved lifestyle. The eN-Genius program is a leadership program that is a must for every child to move into the new civilization. For the first time, introducing you to you as a new possibility of tomorrow.